Oh man, why can't I be YouTube famous and not have to do this crap no more? Here we are on a beautiful Saturday, full of work, kind of. Not for me, but for everybody else. Putting in a new hospital over here in North Carolina. It is beautiful scenery, I'll give it that. I always love the view of being up top. Whew, these eyes is working on me. I need to go get my beard trimmed up. I'm looking rough. Well, I don't get to post as much as I want to or edit videos like I ought to, but I am trying. Tracking all the stuff for this West Texas barrel has been extremely time consuming and difficult to remember. By the time I get off, I just want to work on it, shower, and go to sleep. That's it. It's crazy we're trying to build all this stuff with these barrels and YouTube and social media and working. It's, man, keeps me busy, real busy. But I do appreciate all y'all jumping in and checking out the live and everything like that. And with doing everything on these barrels, I don't know. I feel good about it. Like I really enjoy doing the artwork on it, the sanding, the woodwork part of it. It is fun, It's like therapeutic for the most part. Some of it gets a little aggravating sometimes, like especially if because all them staves are different. So like while you're burning one way on one, you can't burn the same way on the next one, even though the image is tying into it. You have to adjust how you're doing it on the fly. And it's just aggravating. Like trying to match the contrast. So where one stave is different than the other, whenever you do get to that stave and the grain is more dense or less dense, it's just it changes instantly and it'll mess you up. Then you gotta sand it and do it again. And that's not fun. Or just basically like whenever you feel like you're gonna be able to do something and make it look good, and it turns out looking nothing like what you thought it would. And nah, like that cactus on this one, for example. I tried doing that one in color, but I don't know how to color all that great. Like mixing the other colors with the color to get a color and all that. It's very confusing, and I don't really like doing it. I'm not a color kind of guy, but I did try, and it did not look all that great at all. I'll uh I'll tag a little video in this and let you see what I'm talking about, but I was not a fan of it. So I think I'm just gonna stick with like bare minimum color on the ducks and stuff, and do the rest of the scenery kind of like black and white, match the contrast kind of thing. Like when I get to the little lake scene on this one, I don't know. I might mess with the stain work again, like I did on the flooded timber barrel. I really like doing that. That's a little bit easier to deal with because you don't really mix it, and everything that you do draw still pops through real good. Just gotta see how it goes, I guess. One thing that I do like about all this though is I can see the progression getting better and better with each barrel that I do, and that's nice. It's nice to look back at the first one and now look at these, and yeah, it makes me feel good. I won't lie though, I do feel kind of guilty about taking over my buddy's garage because he does woodwork too, and I'm taking up a lot of space with my barrels and my Red Bulls, a lot of Red Bulls. But I do pick up after myself most of the time. So cleanliness is next to godliness kind of thing. Just ain't my thing ever really. But I try it. I try like once or twice a week to pick up my accumulated trash and junk and sawdust. I do apologize, man. But you know me as a person. You should have expected it. Just saying. Now, for the work I'm doing on this West Texas barrel right now, working on that deer, I'm working with one of the tips that I sanded down on the edge to get a really, really fine surface. That way I can get some really fine little lines going in there to do the direction of his fur and really kind of make it pop a little bit more. That way it don't just look bland, like dark spots here on the shoulder, dark spot there on the head, and there's not really any texture to it, other than the grain. But the grain don't flow with the direction of his fur, so adding those little lines in really makes it stand out a little bit more. The only difficult part of this is you're talking 1/8 inch little lines, maybe a 16th inch of a line over and over and over and over and over and over. It gets very, very repetitive whenever you're doing the fur, the wings, and the bark too, but the bark's a little bit easier. The bark's a lot easier. But the whole idea of it is looking at it through like a camera person's lens. The armadillo's popping up and he's seeing the guy take a picture of the whole scene, or like it's a trail cam put up on the tree and it's just capturing it. The armadillo's all standing up looking to see what the noise was. The deer don't even notice it. He's walking out towards the water. That's what's going to be coming right after those rocks is the bank of the little lake there. Then you got the pintails on top, and they're flocking in, getting ready to come and land in the water. You got the mallard up top. He's going to be coming around, scooping back in. So every portion of the barrel, all the wildlife has its own story to it. And that's really the hard part. Like figuring out placement, everything that you want to include into the scene as far as wildlife, as far as the species of ducks, what ducks fly in a big pattern like that, how they fly in the flock, how the deers walk out of the woods. But anyway, the placement of the animals in the scene, that is tricky sometimes. To try and keep the anatomy of the animal right. But keeping the anatomy of the animals correct for the area that you're working in on it, it's a little bit tricky sometimes. I think the best thing that I like doing the barrels for what I'm doing them for right now is the presentation of what it's meant to preserve. Like Ducks Unlimited does the conservation on the lands and everything like that. So they make the habitats. Maybe I don't really know if they maintain the habitats, but I know that's what their efforts go towards is land conservation to keep the migratory birds with a place to migrate to. And I can support that. Now, with all this stuff being said, I will be continuing to track progress on this barrel and mainly doing the lives every night, working on it. It's the only way I can maintain uploads and stuff like that. But I'll be doing some long form videos just like this to where I can chat with y'all and all that good stuff. So I really do appreciate y'all following along and keeping up with all this with me. I know one thing for sure though, I cannot wait to deliver these things. That is going to be nice. But as soon as I deliver these, I got 2 more on order and I'll be right back at it. I will be trying to post a video next Saturday. So in the meantime, y'all enjoy.